EPCOT Center covers an area twice the size of the Magic Kingdom. 260 acres where guests explore two themed areas. Future World, which entertains through innovative technologies, and World Showcase, sampling the heritage and lifestyles of many nations. A visit to Future World begins with a trip through time in Spaceship Earth, a Bell System presentation. Ride vehicles spiral upward through 18 stories past moving three-dimensional scenes showing man's progress in communications over 40,000 years, including a trip into outer space. This wheel-shaped building houses World of Motion, presented by General Motors. Inside, passengers ride through 24 animated scenes, highlighting the humorous side of man's struggle to get around. Then, in Trans Center, guests get a preview look at the concepts and technologies of tomorrow's World of Motion. 80,000 solar cells lining the roof of Universe of Energy and Exxon presentation generate 70,000 watts of electricity. That sunshine power helps energize traveling theater cars as the audience moves between mammoth motion pictures and through the prehistoric world where fossil fuels were formed. Massive dinosaurs struggle for survival, while a volcanic eruption sends a sulfur-like smell through the air and a glowing flow of molten lava oozing down the mountain. The Land is a craft presentation and devotes 6 acres under a single roof to shows about growing, harvesting, and nutrition. Passengers take a boat ride through a tropical rainforest, past a prairie fire and locust swarm, and into large greenhouses where lush crops are grown in innovative ways, some even without soil. Also in the Land, the motion picture Symbiosis explores man's relationship with the land. And Kitchen Cabaret presents the Kitchen Crackpots, Cereal Sisters, and a host of zany foods come to life in a musical comedy review about good nutrition. Beneath these towering pyramids lies Journey into Imagination, presented by Kodak, where guests explore the world of creativity. 2 new Disney characters, Dreamfinder and Figment, guide them on a fanciful trip into the creative process at work. Then in ImageWorks, everyone has a chance to test his own imagination by playing with an array of electronics, lasers, and special effects to create personal art or even star in a television drama. Finally, a 3-dimensional motion picture takes the audience on magic journeys in a child's imagination. At the center of Future World is Communicore, providing electronic information and hands-on experiences. At Earth Station, a futuristic city hall, guests use World Key television terminals to get EPCOT Center information, simply by touching the screen. EPCOT Computer Central, presented by Sperry, features the Astuter Computer Review, a light-hearted look at the role computers play in our lives. Other Communicore areas showcase travel, energy, and new communication systems. Just beyond Future World lies World Showcase. Glass-enclosed cruise boats crisscross World Showcase Lagoon. Double-decker buses make regular stops, or guests can stroll along the promenade that circles the lagoon for more than a mile. The centerpiece of this international community is the American Adventure, presented by Coca-Cola and American Express. A cast of 33 audio-animatronic figures, led by Mark Twain and Benjamin Franklin, recreates the drama of 350 years of American history. The 30-minute presentation combines computer-controlled sets with the largest rear projection screen ever used. The diversity of America's neighbor to the north is reflected in Canada. From a Northwest Indian village to a 19th century French chateau, the variety of the culture and the awesome majesty of the wilderness are represented. An abandoned mine shaft leads inside the mountain to a Circle Vision 360 theater which surrounds the audience with Canada's scenic splendor and its personality. Gabled rooftops and quaint shops along cobblestone streets offer a traditional British setting for the United Kingdom. Completing the picture, the Rose and Crown, an authentic pub serving steak and kidney pie, bangers and mash, and of course, beer and ale. Crossing a bridge over what could be the River Seine, a scaled replica of the Eiffel Tower peers from behind turn-of-the-century Paris. Visitors to France savor the culinary expertise of superstar chefs Paul Bocuse, Gaston Lenotte, and Roger Verger in Les Chefs de France. Strolling down the promenade lined with a bakery and shops, guests enter the cinema for a film journey across France made even more memorable by the music of the country's finest composers. This giant red torii says good luck to all who pass the gateway to Japan. Beyond it, a 5-story pagoda rises over an oriental garden rich with living Japanese art. The Grand Sishinden Hall houses Mitsukoshi, operators of one of Japan's best-known department stores. Here, guests may also sample tempura and teppanyaki-style restaurants. Classic art and graceful architecture await visitors to Italy, where a recreation of the Doge's Palace in the Campanile rise over St. Mark's Square. And while in Italy, guests can eat like the Romans do at Alfredo's, the original of Rome. Next door, rousing music filters out through the German Platz. It's Oktoberfest year-round in the beer garden, where oom-pa music and even yodeling are the order of the day. From the spirited fun of the beer garden, the promenade winds to mysterious China. Entering a recreation of the Temple of Heaven, guests view a Circle Vision 360 motion picture, which unlocks the mysteries with views of China seldom seen by outsiders. An ancient pyramid towers over Mexico. Inside, visitors discover a moonlit plaza surrounded by shops and carts full of handmade articles. And tucked along the water's edge, the San Angel Inn, presented by one of Mexico City's most famous restaurants. Across the water is a second pyramid, where guests board a boat ride into Mexico's colorful past. This is EPCOT Center, but as big as Future World and World Showcase are, new attractions and additional countries will create new experiences for guests in years to come.